I like chili better.
That seems straightforward enough.
Doesn't it?
Welcome to the Best Things Podcast. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Best Things Pod as well. Now, here are your hosts, Craig and Aaron.
Hello, internets. Welcome into the Best Things Podcast. My name is Craig. Sitting next to me, as always, eats first, asks questions later, Aaron Brooks.
That's right.
Yeah. I almost just completely flubbed it up, though. My brain said, don't say ask the right way for some reason. I don't know why. Welcome into the pod, everybody. If you are listening or watching this and it is pure white bliss outside of your window, welcome to the South, because snow is about to get dumped all over this mug. And we're in the past. As you're listening to this, we are in the past, and it has not happened here yet. But we are bracing ourselves accordingly. You referenced as you walked in that, you know, we were like RDOT out there, just kind of, I've got everything salted outside, ready to go. I don't want anybody suing me when they step on my steps. So we're ready.
I guess.
You're not ready?
Well, no, I've been preparing all week for this. This is the blizzard of the year for us.
I keep hearing like weather people say, this is one we'll remember for a while.
Okay. I have to say something here.
Okay.
I've seen a few people in the meteorology world saying that everything that's taking place over the last 7 days leading up to this, they're like, this model, that model, all the data, everything is on a generational run for this.
Yep.
I had to tell somebody, I have heard the phrase generational run more times in 2026 than I have ever heard it in my life. People are calling everything a generational run at this point.
Yeah.
And the phrase is already overused in 2026.
Absolutely.
Quit calling everything a generational run.
Remember the election last year? It was the most important election of our lifetime. This is the most important thing that's ever going to happen. This is
Yes.
Why are we, is it because of the clicks?
Guess what? 4 years later, the next election is then going to be, this is the most important election of our lifetime.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Generational run, though, is just the hype behind this winter storm has been.
I heard it has a name. We don't get winter storms that have names down here. Weather Channel's apparently started naming winter storms like hurricanes. Okay. I don't remember what this one is, but I just heard it on a
I
TikTok.
did see that they said that this one is such a big winter storm that the hurricane hunters actually have been flying into the atmosphere doing a lot of and they don't do that for every winter storm. It's only reserved for like massive winter storms. And this one is stretching. The winter storm warnings are stretching like nearly 2,000 miles.
Yeah, it's like New Mexico to Carolina, something like that. So it is crazy. And of course, we are in the zone where nobody has any idea what's going to happen.
I mean, it could be snow, it could be sleet, it could be freezing rain, it could be all of them. It could happen all at the same time. It could be no inches, it could be 5,000 inches. We just don't know, okay? You could lose power for a month. It could be springtime tomorrow.
That's right.
Prepare for all modes. And so
at the beginning of the week, it was fun. I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. We're going to get a lot of snow. And I'm trying to watch the videos and see everything. And as the week has gone on, I'm like, I don't even care anymore. Like, it's going to do what it's going to do. I have no power over it. It really doesn't matter. Let's just get it. I've become, they have made me Grinchish when it comes to fun snow time.
Yeah.
We should be enjoying this with our kids.
I knew the way that they were talking, the hype that was surrounding this, that the panic buying would set in at some point.
Yes.
So I went on my early panic run. So I jumped onto this Tuesday of this week.
You did.
And was like, I'm going to go ahead and buy a few things that I know that we need before everybody else gets here. And I saw a picture this morning. I don't know how well you guys can see that.
Oh, wow.
That is our local Walmart. That's bread, food, bread, milk, water, all of it just totally gone at this point.
Absolutely gone.
They've wiped it out. Thursday night, I had to make a run to the neighborhood market. I needed ginger and scallions, two things, all I needed. I didn't realize when I left the house that when I got there, it was going to be 5:07 p.m., but it was a major mistake.
Oh, yeah.
It was a major. I don't think Christmas or Thanksgiving has Walmart that busy.
No.
There were 0 shopping carts. They were all taken. Even the ones that have like the car seat carriers on them.
And you need 2 things that nobody's panic buying.
No. I walked in and guess what?
Turn around.
No ginger.
Are you serious?
No scallions. Completely gone. I'm like, who took the ginger and the scallions?
Who's doing that?
Come on now. So I go back. I was lucky enough to find a parking spot. I get in my car and I leave. It's now like 5:15. Traffic both directions, at least 15 cars deep in the street trying to get into the parking lot.
Yeah.
Then I had a couple other friends tell me, hey, our wives tried to go to the marketplace. They gave up on it. Couldn't find a parking spot. They said, forget it. I went over to Cash Saver, walked in, tons of ginger, tons of scallions, plenty of milk and bread. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Everybody just defaults to Walmart.
They default to Walmart.
I went to Harps to get something unrelated also yesterday. And yeah, it was a little bit busier than normal, but it wasn't crazy. And they had plenty of milk. And I didn't go to the bread section. I didn't need it. But I walked by the milk and I was like, oh, they have milk. That's good. Which, can I go on a little rant too? We're going to get to our topic of the day, which is slightly related. But what is the deal with bread and milk when a snowstorm comes?
Everybody loves French toast.
I guess so. That's got to be it.
Eat.
Like, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, if I'm going to be locked into my house for a few days, sure, bread and milk are staples, but I would much rather like plan a meal. Like,
yes,
I got time to bake the bread.
Yes.
I don't need to go buy bread.
Yes.
I got time to bake it.
Some bread.
I want to make.
That's what my dad said yesterday. Yeah. My mom was like, "Oh, we're not going to have enough bread," and he was like, "We got all the stuff to make bread."
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have to go buy it.
I have stocked up on yeast. It's not going to go bad anytime soon. I'm like, what are you doing with all the bread and milk? Like, plan for a steak dinner. Go get some steak. Get some hamburger meat. Get some good food, some shrimp. I've never understood why the bread and milk is what. And is it a southern thing? I mean, I know the North gets snow more often, but I don't know. It just has always puzzled me. I just don't understand it.
Look, here's 24 minutes ago, they posted the final forecast for us. We are right on for Cersei.
Of course.
We're right on the line of snow and sleet of 6 to 12 inches or some freezing rain, mainly sleet, some snow, 4 to 6 inches. So, again.
Yeah, no idea.
We will know by the time you're watching this, we'll know what's taking place. And it's also going to be brutally cold. Like, we're going to be.
It is going to be cold next week.
The teens.
Yeah,
the
highs. Whole rest of the week next week is going to be unbearably.
Whatever
cold.
we do get's not going anywhere. Again, if you live up north, you're probably accustomed to this. We're not built for it here.
No, we're not.
We've probably got 4 snow plows in the state.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, it's going to be a mess down here for.
If you live in the South and are affected by this, just cancel your plans for next week. Make 0 plans next week because it's not going to happen. Yeah. All right, you might get lucky at some point, but Lauren's got to go to work. She's going to have to go to work Monday or something, and so we're going to have to figure it out.
Get the dog sleds out.
I guess so. It's just gonna be a rough week. But on that topic, we have an episode today that I think lends itself for us to deep conversation. Some people would think an episode like this may not have a lot of deep conversation. This is something I think we can both expand on pretty well. When I think of snow days, when I think of being locked in your house, forget the bread and milk. I'm thinking about comfort food. And I came across this post, was it yesterday? I guess it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
And I texted to you. I said, hey, if we get to record, let's make this the topic of conversation. Because where we'll start this conversation was this post that said, this is the top searched comfort food in every state. And then that led us both down rabbit trails of figuring out, okay, what do the people think are the best comfort foods? So that's what we're going to explore today. We're going to figure out what the best comfort foods actually are. Are you ready to warm up the oven and dive in?
Let's warm it up. I'm comfy and I'm cozy and I'm hungry.
Before we can figure out the best thing, we have to talk about all the things. It's time for The Thing About the Things.
All right. Comfort foods. Now, I will say, as I was looking at this list, I was like, this kind of gets really close, I feel like, to probably our top 25 foods lists as well.
Probably.
Like there's going to be several that are in here that probably get right in there with it.
As we were talking about this, and I'm thinking it through yesterday, actually we put some thought into this episode.
We had little time, so we thought let's try to get.
There's been some. I'm not going to say a lot. Okay, don't work yourself up thinking that we really care.
No.
But there was some thought in this.
Yes.
My thinking led me to this spot. Is there a difference in comfort food and cold weather comfort food?
Yeah, you mentioned that. I think it's a blurry line. I do think there are some things that really just like if I want some of these things, if it's July and I just want some comfort food, I'm not eating it. So I do think there is a difference.
For example, if it were, let's say, beef stew was your cold weather comfort food.
Right.
If it was July, you're probably not going for beef stew
no, I'm
in
not
July.
Going for beef stew. But pepperoni pizza, I would. If that's your comfort food.
Could you say that all cold weather comfort food is comfort food, but not all comfort food has a place in winter?
I think you could say that.
All cold weather comfort food qualifies in the comfort food category.
I think so.
I found this definition of just comfort food in general. Food that brings emotional comfort, nostalgia, or familiarity, no matter the season.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious what the definition was too. You asked chat, I asked Google. It said food that provides consolation or a feeling of well-being, typically with a higher sugar or carbohydrate content, and associates with childhood or home cooking.
Yes. Now, cold weather comfort food has all those same things, but you find them
warming.
Yes,
yeah.
I think you had that warming thing to them. Also, I thought this was interesting that at least what I was reading from a couple different sites, and then I asked ChatGPT to kind of bring all that together. And what I found was that some people are saying desserts don't score as high on the cold weather comfort chart as just comfort food in general. Like cold weather comfort food is, you mentioned warming. Dessert, I think for the most part, we really don't classify that way.
No, and honestly, I was thinking, because on this list, I saw a few desserts on there. I was like, I've never really considered dessert as a comfort food. There was a few on there. I was like, but I kind of get that, I'll reference one right now. Like one of the lists said warm chocolate chip cookies. You know what? That's a comfort food. I mean,
is it a cold weather comfort food?
A warm chocolate chip, like fresh out of the oven, I can see that. I don't know how high that would be on the list as far as, and I think that's what we've got to figure out when it comes to our bracket too. Like, does something that blurs the line of comfort food or just, something we enjoy? I think when it comes into these definitions, a lot of it has to do with your childhood. It's nostalgic for you. I asked the internet, I said, when did the term comfort food come about? And it said the term comfort food originated in the mid-60s, 1960s is when it came around. With earliest print reference in 1966, it was often at that point a negative thing. It was a negative or what Google says a naughty, quote unquote, naughty connotation because that was starting the diet craze.
Oh.
And so comfort foods being high in sugar and carbs was indulgent. It was stuff that you should put behind you because you're not a kid anymore. You need to think healthier.
So if you have a comfort food, this is like something you're only going to eat on the rarest of occasions.
Right, yeah. You're sad, like you miss home or something like that. So, or it's really cold or snow days, stuff like that. So you're going to indulge. And honestly, that kind of tracks. Like a lot of these things you're looking at and you go, okay, maybe that connotation may not strictly apply, but some of these things I'm not eating all the time because they are a little bit indulgent. They're a lot of prep. They're a lot of work. So
they also In general, I think the majority of what I have seen on lists, the comments that I've seen from people, the majority of this all feels kind of like it is pushed to the fall and winter seasons.
Yes. And I think that and it does play into the whole fact that most of these are warming, heavy on the carbs.
I don't think I have seen any comments where anybody's chosen like grilled salmon with rice pilaf
that's
as
not
their, that may be a spring or a summertime dish where, you're eating better.
Yeah.
In the cold months, you're looking for something to kind of stick to your ribs. That's
exactly.
another phrase
that's a great phrase.
Stick to your rib kind of meal. You want something that's just going to kind of fill you and stay with you for a while, especially if you're outdoors, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, you do. Because ultimately, like, again, the whole purpose of a comfort food is to even emotionally warm you up.
Yeah.
It's to give you like a hug. It's just to kind of remind you of your past or remind you of good times. So, okay, well, let's get into this list real quick. I just want to breeze through what this apparently the Google searches from 2020. That's where this came from. And I'm sure there are more recent ones up there. We could probably find it, but we're not going to do all that kind of work. We did. I told you, we did a little bit of work. we didn't
bare minimum here. I mean, we're trying to scoot by.
Yeah, we got snow coming. All right, we got sledding to do. So we don't have to. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this as we reference them because I want us to go more in depth into our comments and our own opinions. But when it comes to the United States of comfort foods, let me see. Hold on. Why don't you just go down the list real quick? Because I'm gonna pull up the actual website article because it gave a few more interesting tidbits.
Gotcha. We'll start with. I'm just gonna roll through the 50 states then quickly. Alabama cheese grits, Alaska cinnamon rolls, Arizona chicken and waffles, Arkansas chicken and dumplings, California. Congratulations, Arkansas.
Yeah, it's not something stupid, okay?
Yep.
Chicken and dumplings is pretty. I would consider that a comfort food.
California grilled cheese, Colorado chili, Connecticut strawberry shortcake.
See,
question mark there. I'm raising my eyebrow. Yeah, Connecticut.
I am too because that number one, they're a cold weather state.
It's a cold weather state.
And maybe that's
like, okay, we don't want to. Springtime comforts us.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Spring strawberries. That's where I don't know. That could be the reason behind it. If it is, okay. Delaware fried chicken. DC chicken lo mein. Florida corned beef and hash. That's Georgia fried chicken. Hawaii cheesecake. I'm raising my eyebrows again. Raising my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Now, again,
I love cheesecake.
Kind of different culture.
That's true.
So comfort food.
You would think spam related though, wouldn't you?
That's what I was thinking. I thought mac salad and something spam was going to be on there. Idaho pot roast, Illinois grilled cheese, Indiana biscuits and gravy. Now there's a warm fill you up.
That's a comfort
food. Iowa was monkey bread. Kansas baked potato soup, Kentucky chicken and dumplings, Louisiana fried chicken, Maine chocolate chip cookies, Maryland grilled cheese, Massachusetts strawberry shortcake again.
Yeah, that's
Michigan chicken noodle soup, Minnesota Swedish meatballs. That doesn't get enough love.
Swedish meatballs?
Swedish meatballs. That's a good one. Mississippi jambalaya, very good. I like that. Missouri baked potato soup, Montana tomato soup, Nebraska chicken noodle soup, Nevada chicken and waffles, New Hampshire stuffing, New Jersey grilled cheese, New Mexico chili, New York grilled cheese, North Carolina chicken and waffles, North Dakota mashed potatoes. That's a comfort food.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes.
Even just a side, it's still really good.
Ohio is chili. Oklahoma is pecan pie. Kind of raised my eyebrow at that a little. That one, I don't know. I've got thoughts later to come back to. Oregon, corn cakes.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That is.
Pennsylvania was stuffing. Rhode Island was pizza. South Carolina shrimp and grits. That's good.
Yeah.
South Dakota pot roast, Tennessee chess pie, Texas fried chicken, Utah mashed potatoes, Vermont banana bread, Virginia grilled cheese, Washington Swedish pancakes, West Virginia meatloaf, Wisconsin chicken and mushroom soup, and Wyoming pot roast.
Okay. So interesting numbers here, because this website goes on to kind of categorize, because that was a lot to read through. So this breaks it down a little bit more. Here are the numbers. Grilled cheese is the number one searched across the country per, each state. 6 states said grilled cheese as the most searched comfort food.
Time out.
I'm just giving you, don't shoot the messenger here.
You know what I'm going to ask.
I think I do.
Why are we searching for grilled cheese recipes?
I mean, maybe they want to elevate it and add, some ham or some roast beef.
Even if that's the case,
if you want to get Aaron triggered.
Sorry. Go on.
Four states said fried chicken. 3 states, chicken and waffles. 3 states, chili. 3 states, pot roast. And then 2, each of these have 2 states, baked potato, soup, chicken and dumplings, chicken noodle soup, mashed potatoes, strawberry shortcake, stuffing. Everybody else had 1. So, let's see. That is the rest of it. It gives more information on this website. That was what I really thought was interesting, was how kind of an update of what they do. There are definitely some big question marks on this list. I think you are right in your question mark of strawberry shortcake. That doesn't feel very comfort foodish. It's great. I love it. But I don't quite understand.
Again, all of the sweets are the ones that I kind of like. Pecan pie,
cheesecake,
cheesecake. Yes,
even like monkey bread. I hesitate with that one too.
Vermont says banana bread, and I can kind of understand that one. Something warm coming out of the oven like that.
Yeah, Tennessee's chess pie.
The chess pie was odd.
Yeah,
all of those strike me.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I think that, and even chocolate chip cookies. I could see it, but I agree. I think it feels stranger. If I'm putting pot roast and chocolate chip cookies and said, are these equal playing field when it comes to comfort food? No, they're not. They're not on the same level.
I'm also surprised that West Virginia is the only state that listed meatloaf.
Yeah, I am too.
Meatloaf to me says comfort meal.
Absolutely.
I thought there would be more states. I saw chicken and dumplings at least on 2, ours and Kentucky's. I don't know if somebody else had them or not.
No, that was it.
But I mean, that seems comfort food level.
Yeah. Biscuits and gravy is comfort gravy.
Yes.
There were lots of grilled cheese, and I get that. Grilled cheese and tomato soup is very comfort foodish. Does it need the tomato soup? That would be my question for you. To really classify as, not to say we're adding it to the bracket yet, but if grilled cheese is to be considered, according to these searches, the GOAT of comfort foods, does it need tomato soup, or without the tomato soup, does it not qualify as the best comfort food?
Could you eat your grilled cheese sandwich with some other hot soup?
Maybe a loaded potato.
Yeah.
I'm not eating it with a chicken noodle.
How come?
I don't know. I just, that sounds weird. Like, I'm going to eat a cold cut sandwich with my chicken noodle soup.
Okay, that seems weird.
You think that seems weird?
That does seem weird.
I don't know that I ever eat.
I've had grilled cheese with vegetable beef soup and thought that it worked well.
Okay, that's definitely a cold cut sandwich. That's yeah.
Really?
A veggie beef. But I guess when I'm thinking about chicken noodle, I guess I'm not eating probably any sandwich with a chicken noodle, because I only eat chicken noodle if I'm sick or something like that.
I'm not the biggest chicken noodle soup fan out there. I'm not a huge chicken noodle soup fan. And I'm not a huge tomato soup fan. That's why I'm asking the question.
I like a tomato bisque.
I've come around more on tomato soup since we have started making our own tomato soup.
Right.
I'm not a a fan of canned tomato. I'm not a fan of canned soup in general.
Yeah. Well, our trick is that we will start with a can. That'll be the base, and then you zhuzh it.
Okay.
You add some diced tomatoes in there. You add some cream or some cheese or some herbs and stuff like that and make it your own. Shrimp and grits, I think, is a great comfort food. All these.
The shrimp and grits, that's something that they eat a lot of, I feel like, in South Carolina. It's kind of what I would say low country boil and shrimp and grits are the two foods that I think of when I think of South Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, any southern Gulf Ocean saltwater state, I think, is going to have this pretty high up on their list.
Somebody put, let's see, it was Alabama. They chose cheese grits.
Yeah.
So grits made 2 appearances on the list.
It did.
Chili made several appearances on the list.
I want to push the button. We do have this button, by the way, to send.
As I asked on social media about this, I saw many of the answers coming in mirrored what was on this list.
Agreed.
So I don't think that this list is too far off.
No, there are some weird ones, and each state is weird. Well, let's dive into some comments then. Well, let's see what the people closest to us have to say. Let's see what the internet at large has to say. And then we can, as always, we can smash this bell and we got to pick the top 12 comfort foods, because at the end of this episode, we're going to put them in a tournament-style bracket. If you're new here, if you're new to the pod, this is what we do. We'll figure out which one's the best thing. And it'll go up against Blueberry Donut.
I would say on my personal social page, chili was probably the number 1 answer. Mm-hmm. I feel like I saw chili mentioned more than anything else.
Yeah.
Soups and stews in general were the overwhelming favorite.
Yeah.
Now, I did specifically ask, what is your ultimate cold weather comfort food? Because of the scenario in which we find ourselves this weekend.
Exactly.
So I had a few reasons for it. Number 1, I get some ideas for the podcast for this episode.
Yeah.
Secondly, we're going to do some home cooking over the next couple of days while it's cold. And I'm like, I might as well get some ideas here. What can we eat? And then to try to inspire you to do something besides eat bread and milk. Okay. I'm trying to rescue you. I'm trying to help you, the people.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a way that you can use your bread and milk in some of these dishes.
Yeah, at least get creative with it so it doesn't go bad the week after you've gotten it.
So, soups and stews,
okay,
in which I'm considering chili part of, was the collective consensus category.
Okay, so let's start there then. Let's look at those as a whole. We can look at the contents or the comments. We can have our own opinions here as well. I'm going to take chili.
It's a smart move,
because I think I'm trying to just decide if I want it 1 or 2, because I don't know. That's where I'm struggling, because I'm trying to think, what would I put number 1?
Here's the only pushback that I have against that, because I think it is arguably a 1 seed. My only pushback, and I said this to somebody online yesterday, I love chili. I don't consider chili just a cold weather food, though. I don't only want to limit it to...
That's a good point, but...
I will eat chili year-round.
I don't find myself eating it a lot in the summer. I'm not opposed to it, though.
Like, I will eat chili cheese fries. I'll eat a chili dog.
That's a great point. Okay. So I guess, yeah, in that case, I do. I don't just eat a bowl of chili, I guess, in the summer.
But to me, the ways in which you use chili, a chili baked potato, whatever, I think that it's a year-round food. I'm not saying that it can't be a 1 seed. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be a 1 seed. I'm not saying it's not the best cold weather comfort food, or that it's not just the best comfort food in general. That was just my thought process.
I like that thought process, though, because we are specifically today talking cold weather comfort foods, because we want to drag this out into the summer if we want to later. So we are gonna limit it.
We can revisit that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go number 2 then. I'm gonna take it as a 2 seed.
Okay.
Beef chili. I guess I don't have to limit it to beef chili.
That was my next question, was why beef chili?
Yeah, just chili in general.
Just chili.
It can be venison. It can be. I tend to lean beef, but
most time
people probably do.
Yeah, most of the time they do. But this is a lot of people, especially in the region of the country in which we live. They've done a lot of hunting this fall, and so venison chili is very popular.
Yeah,
and so it'd be a good time to use some of that deer meat that you
I think we're doing some this week on because we grocery shopped, tried to get ahead of it, and I think we're going to do some over like a baked potato. Just a really good baked potato.
We did that a couple weeks ago.
Some chili on it is great. It's a great application. It's essentially
chili can be put onto so many different things.
It can be a main or a condiment. Like
absolutely,
it has wide range.
Chili on a burger is good. Chili on a hot dog is good. Chili on fries is good.
Tamales,
so nachos,
yeah,
spaghetti.
Yeah,
you go to Ohio. Yeah. You can put chili on pretty much anything, and it's good.
And you can flex the type of chili and the spice level and what it tastes like, and you can have vegetarian. I mean, you can go down the gamut.
Absolutely. So those are the reasons that I feel like chili makes the argument for a 1 seed.
Yes.
For being the best that there is, because you can do so much with it.
Agreed. Okay, let's keep in the soup stew chilies range. We've exhausted chili a little bit. So
here's what else I've seen. Baked potato soup.
Love it.
That's definitely cold weather.
That's on our list for this week too.
That's a great cold weather food. I'm tempted to take it. Lasagna soup was another one that popped up.
I love a lasagna soup.
It's so good.
I wish we had the all the stuff for it. We'd make it.
I saw sausage tortellini soup. Commented a couple times.
That's great.
Any
of those
beef stew.
Yeah.
That's
big
definitely
chunks.
hearty.
Yeah, some carrot, potato.
Yes. All of that, that's so good. I would put chicken and dumplings in this category.
Yeah, I think you would have to.
Category.
Yeah,
that's where it belongs.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't fit anywhere else.
No.
Okay, are you a big chicken and dumplings fan? I don't know why I said fan that way, but I guess I said chicken dumplings. I went Southern.
When you say, am I a big fan, what does that mean?
Are you a big fan of it? Like, do you eat it often? Do you get excited about it? Do you order it at places often? Like, is this like a highlight, a peak? You seek it out? Or if it's offered to you, you're like, oh, it's better than I thought it was going to be. That's kind of where I tend to lean.
Yes. I feel like chicken and dumplings, I probably don't appreciate it enough.
Yeah.
I probably don't give it enough credit.
Right.
Honestly, I don't. And that it's a me problem. Okay? I admit that. I'm not a chicken and dumpling hater.
Yeah.
The question becomes, when it comes to your dumplings, there's two schools of thought on dumplings.
Okay.
You get the big, round, fluffy biscuit style dumplings, or you get the flat noodle style dumplings.
Yeah.
And people are kind of divided over that.
I don't know that I'm on
which
either
denomination
camp.
Are you in?
I think I only have it when my mom used to make it when we were kids. I can't tell you the last time I actually had it. But it would lean the flat. We're a flat family.
A flat, more noodle type dumpling.
Yeah.
I've had it both ways. And I guess I'm not committed enough to chicken and dumplings to have chosen one of the roads.
Yeah, I'm not like
I will eat either
on a team.
Of those.
I'm a bandwagoner.
It is warm, it is comforting.
Yes.
I haven't made it in a few years.
It's a heartier version of a chicken noodle soup. In a lot of ways.
Okay. I would probably prefer chicken and dumplings to chicken noodle soup.
Agree. Because it's got some bite to it. It's got texture. It's got depth. I do think it could probably, I bet if both of us had an elevated version of it,
sure,
we'd really enjoy it.
Sure. Probably so.
But I don't know what that looks like.
And maybe that's the quest I need to set out on, is trying to find, because it is our state. I mean, this is what we searched as, this is our comfort food.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
And we grew up with it.
I'm not mad at, I think it fits the definition of comfort food.
Absolutely.
I'm not mad at that. Here's another one that I saw. Several people listed taco soup on my feed.
I like a taco soup. Not mad at it at all.
Okay. That led me to somebody else commenting and saying their cold weather tradition is tacos. When it snows, they make tacos.
Okay.
Like that's a great idea.
I also do it about every other week.
I love tacos when it snows.
No, it may be Ellie's comfort food down the road because we have it a lot.
Well, okay, and that's the thing. When we set out here, we said the definition. It ties a lot to nostalgia.
Yeah.
So your comfort food probably is a little bit personal to you.
Yeah.
What you grew up with, and if your tradition is to eat tacos every time it snows,
that's going to stick.
That's what you grow up in. That's going to stick, and it's going to be a comfort food to you for sure.
Be great.
But I love tacos in general. So my argument against tacos would be sort of like the chili. I eat tacos year round. I'm not limiting it to just cold weather.
Yeah.
If you decide to put tacos on your menu next week, because I'm not mad at you at all.
No.
But I also do it a lot of Tuesdays.
But when I'm thinking of a cold weather comfort food, I would consider like enchiladas because it's warmer.
It's baked. It's kind of gooey, cheesy. Yeah. Comfort food shouldn't be handheld.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Comfort food's going to have a knife and fork most of the time.
A lot of it, you're going to use a spoon a lot. Yeah, Comfort food is going to bring the spoon in.
There are some exceptions.
Sure.
But I would say a vast majority, especially the ones we've seen, it's going to lean. It's a sit down. Prepare yourself.
Yes.
You should not be able to eat comfort food in the car.
That's a good point.
I think that's a good criteria.
Comfort food is not really portable.
No.
It's not portable.
It's an intentional meal.
Let's see. What else did I have? Oh, my point was, if you're going to have tacos, I feel like you should go taco soup. That was the point I was going to make. I think the people come and eat taco soup. That's a great idea. Chicken tortilla soup, I saw.
I love a chicken tortilla soup. Love it. Love it.
I mean, if you want a Taco Tuesday, your cold weather, make a Mexican-inspired soup. Pozole.
I'm going to have to make a weird... I have an itch on the very back of my...
Don't you hate that?
Okay, sorry. I had to get that. I was trying to figure out a discreet way to do it. That was not going to happen.
There's not. Yeah, back scratcher. Back scratcher.
I don't, but I could probably find something. Last I heard before I blacked out was chicken tortilla soup, which is great.
Chicken tortilla soup, and I mentioned pozole. I said if you wanna do Taco Tuesday in the cold weather and the snow, soupify it.
Ramen. Ramen is great.
Okay. Yep.
You don't typically go Asian though.
I don't.
But I will tell you something that Lauren and I have found. A couple of different, a taco truck in town does it, and another Mexican place in town does it. Birria ramen.
That sounds good.
Ooh boy. Ooh boy, it's good.
How do you?
Ooh, it's good.
How do you incorporate the crispy cheesy element to it?
No. But
okay, so what do we have here? Just a beef soup then?
Well, you've got the flavors of the birria and all that. Yes, and the beef's in there into the ramen. So now it does. I mean, you get the tacos with it too, but it's really, really good. Spicy. That is really warm and comfortable. But ramen too. I love a good ramen. Very warm. You put a fried egg on it or a hard boiled. A soft boiled, ideally, some chicken. It's great too.
Trying to make sure I didn't leave any.
We mentioned veggie soup, veggie beef.
Yeah, vegetable beef
is always really
beef
good.
Beef and barley. Somebody commented on mine.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. We'll get to that in a second.
Somebody listed white chicken chili.
Okay. I can take or leave white chicken chili.
I don't.
We do a chili cook-off every year, and there's a couple people that bring it. I'm like, it's not as good as regular chili to me.
I don't like classifying white chicken chili as chili.
Right? Yeah, it leaves just more soup.
It's a different. It can be chili adjacent. Just like I love Colorado style Southwestern green chili. Yeah. But it's not red chili.
Yeah.
It's a different category.
I agree with that.
I was kind of annoyed at our church's chili cook-off last year. A chicken chili won second or third place. And it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like, it could be good. That's okay. But it's not chili.
We had one win. Beef stew's great. Yes. No complaints there. You're tempted?
I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go 2-seed with that.
Yeah. Because a beef stew is just, it's like it's a stick to your ribs. It's more. It's chunky. It's indulgent. It's fattier. It's got the umami in there. Like it's just got that little extra.
What I would really like to choose, but I don't know where you would land on this.
Okay.
Because I think this is the better version of beef stew.
I think I know where you're going. And if you're going there, I'm in agreement with you.
Oh, really?
Agreements?
I would choose Hungarian goulash.
I'm there with you, dude.
Okay.
I was going to say that. I was going to give you the opportunity to go there first because I know you really love it.
I'm going to make that my 2 seed.
Okay.
It's a great cold weather comfort food. I just feel like it's beef stew just a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree.
I love a regular beef stew, but give me the Hungarian goulash version of that. Man, it's great. Over mashed potatoes, with mashed potatoes, noodles, rice. I mean, you can put it with all sorts of different things. It's so good.
What else in that vein? Anything else we're leaving out before we move on to like casserole? Well, do we want to do that or do we want to do... Yeah, I would say casserole-y type things.
I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss any of the comments that I had.
Let me see here. Go back to, I did poll some stuff on Instagram, on our Instagram, the pod's Instagram. The problem with we get more responses from multiple choice than we do just comment.
Yeah, okay.
And so I tried to group some together because I figured that's how we would do some of this. And we got, goulash only got 5 votes, which was surprising. But I had to do it in a different category because they don't limit you to only 4 things. But chicken noodle soup far and away had the most, 22, 50%. Veggie soups had 7%. Loaded potato soup had 25%. Beef chili had 18%. And chicken and dumplings, I had a different category too, but it had 27% on that one. So,
by the way, following our socials would be a good place if you want to get to have a voice in our podcast.
Yeah.
You know, when we're looking for feedback on what we're going to do for an episode, it's a good way to be able to get in.
Vote in it, comment, because it's not going to help you much when we come up with things right before we hit record, but things like this, where we got a day or two, we're going to throw it online. Okay. So you took goulash, I got chili. Let's move into casseroles, bakes of that nature.
Yep.
I did ask ChatGPT to give me a list of the top 25 comfort foods according to Americans based on its algorithms and what the internet says, just combining stuff. It has and I would include this in the baked casserole category. Macaroni and cheese, number 1.
I was going to say mac and cheese. If you say comfort food, mac and cheese is going to be top 5.
Yeah.
If you say cold weather comfort food, I don't know.
You don't know? I mean, it's warm.
It is. The other thing is, I eat mac and cheese year round, though.
That's true. That is true.
If I'm just trying to limit it to that, the cold weather season,
I don't think we have to spend a lot of time on mac and cheese because we've covered mac and cheese.
It's great
in a lot of different episodes.
It could have a place in this bracket.
Absolutely.
I'm just not taking it 1 or 2.
Exactly. That's exactly where I'm at too.
What else did it spit out in this category?
I would say, I don't know. Do we want to include like a pot roast in this category, or should that be braised something meaty?
I would put it in a different category myself. This one, here's some of the comments that I got that I would say fit this category. That would be chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
That's a great comfort food.
Yes. Shepherd's pie.
That's
the
one I was
really,
going to.
Man, my hand is itching to get to that button.
It was, let's see, today, it was 1 year and 3 days ago that I made shepherd's pie last.
Yeah.
And I think I brought some of it over here.
You did. And I'm still thinking about it.
I had it, and I have thought about there's been 2 or 3 times this winter that I've already said, I think we need to get the stuff for shepherd's pie.
Yeah. Who was that? Lagerstrom?
Yeah, it was Lagerstrom's recipe.
It was really Brian Lagerstrom. If you want a good shepherd's pie, go on the internet, search Brian Lagerstrom and his recipe. And I don't know if you had tweaked it or did anything different than his.
No, I'm pretty sure I went straight down the list.
Man, it was because shepherd's pie before that, it's still really good. I mean, you're not going to get mad at a shepherd's pie, but that one was just on a different level. And I have thought about that so many different times too.
Which is why I feel like that makes a dish worthy of being like a onesie.
Right, yeah.
If you can remember the specific day that you ate a food and it stuck in your mind, it's like...
It's really good. You're doing it?
I'm going to...
If you don't know what a shepherd's pie is, I mean, think of it like It's ground beef. It's got some veggies and lots of warming spices in there. And then you got mashed potatoes.
It's almost like a deconstructed meatloaf mashed potato meal.
Really is, yeah, because the mash is on top.
Yeah.
And it kind of crisps. There's a little texture to it. I wouldn't say it's crispy.
No.
But it's textured.
That's the thing. It's not just soft potatoes. They're going to go and they're going to have Parmesan in them. They're going to get a little bit of a crisp and a little bit of a char, just slightly. You get the vegetables, you get the gravy that's in there with it. Mm-hmm. It's such a good dish.
It's so warming. It's so comforting.
And I was disappointed on my list. Only one person commented that.
Really?
Yeah. Because I first told people I was kind of torn between chili, meatloaf, beef stew, and pot roast. And then after I said meatloaf, that's when I was like, wait.
Yeah.
The better version is shepherd's pie.
I will say in the category on our Instagram where we had shepherd's pie, corned beef and hash, pot roast and veggies, shepherd's pie won. It had the most with 37%. So
I think that there's probably a lot of people that have never had shepherd's pie. Yes. Or had a really good shepherd's pie.
And I also think, as far as Americans go, you think of, I know I did for a long time, shepherd's pie, British pie. Like,
yes.
So you're thinking of a mincemeat kind of, and you're just, it's a little bit of a turnoff if you've never had it. And so you're confused by what it is. You're thinking it's a savory, like a pie, like you think it's a pie, like in a pie crust. And you think it's and it doesn't sit well. So I get it, but if you've never had it, you need to make it a plan during the snow break that we have. Try to make you some if you have the ingredients to do so.
Lasagna was another one that hit my list.
Yes.
And that feels comforting. Again,
absolutely.
To me, this is one that I would eat all year long. I wouldn't limit to just cold weather, but I definitely understand it being a cold weather dish.
Absolutely. Where is, hold on. I had other like a hash brown casserole. You know, I don't know how comfort foody it really lands. It doesn't sound like it, but I could see you can make an argument for it. One my mom used to make all the time when I was a kid, and as we're talking about comfort food, it keeps popping in my mind. We I don't know if it has a different name. We just called it Ritz chicken. So it's like a creamy chicken bake with has
crushed buttery Ritz on top.
Yeah, that's really good, really really good. Mexican chicken.
Okay. Mexican chicken. Another one that hit my list was chicken spaghetti.
Yeah.
Both of those are definitely leaning cold weather comfort food to me.
Absolutely.
For sure. I like both of those.
We even though we touched on mac and cheese, but like chili mac.
Again, another great thing to do with your chili.
Another use for chili, yeah. Are you a tuna mac, tuna casserole kind of guy?
I do not get down for hot tuna. I'm sorry. It makes Erica sick every time. And I see it in so many. I remember eating tuna casserole and salmon patties when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
And my parents still love them.
I like a salmon patty.
My brother and sister still love them. I just can't go back to that place. I can't do it.
What else in this category? Anything you're thinking of? I'm trying to go back and look here. Hamburger stroganoff, as somebody commented on our Instagram.
Okay, I would say a beef stroganoff, sort of the hamburger helper style of beef stroganoff. Again, I'm going to shout out Brian Lagerstrom. He has a kind of a weeknight beefy noodle situation that would be very reminiscent of Hamburger Helper, only elevated.
Yeah,
that's probably the best version of it I've ever had, and we've made it quite a few times. That would be a great cold weather comfort dish. I like that.
Okay, do we want to move on to meatier?
Yeah, let's do that. I don't know of any other really casserole-y kind of things.
Okay, so you said, I think a big one, pot roast.
Pot roast. That's the first one that hits my mind.
When I think comfort food, that's up there as far as now, I don't typically lean toward pot roast. That's usually not a go-to for me. It's not a I keep going back to. I don't order it a lot of places. But when you think of comfort food, it's absolutely comes top of mind.
It's probably one of the most comforting dishes that we make, and ours may be a little different than others. I've started using Ethan Schlabowski, I believe is his name, on YouTube. I like his pot roast. It's just braised with some onion. It doesn't have all of the other stuff in it. So that way, after the roast has finished braising, you can then portion it up. And you may choose to take one meal, go Mexican with it, and turn it into shredded beef in a Mexican dish for shredded beef tacos. Yeah. Or you could take this one and then add some vegetables to it and just have sort of a classic American meal. Or you could put some Asian stuff with it and make like an Asian sandwich out of it.
Yeah.
So you can do all these different things. Well, we use his pot roast, and then I make a mushroom gravy that we smother it either over noodles or mashed potatoes. And it's just a super hearty, comforting, stick to your ribs.
See, meal. I go similar to you going beef stew's good, goulash better. I'm going to go pot roast good. We do braised short ribs. That's next level for me.
Yeah.
And that's where I typically go.
I can see that. We have never done the short ribs at home.
Really?
And I've looked at a couple recipes recently thinking I need to do some short ribs. It's worth it?
Oh, it's absolutely worth it. It's one of our favorite. If we want, because it can be it tastes, it presents, it does all the things like a fancy, elevated, super nice dinner, but the ingredients for it are so cheap. Short ribs are not that expensive to get at a Walmart or your local butcher. They're just not. They're very inexpensive. They take time like a pot roast or anything else would, but very, very worth it to me. Love it.
Okay. Is it a one seed for you?
I'm very tempted to. I really am. I'm trying to think what would go higher. I think we could talk meatloaf in this category too.
Yes, that's where
I'm really tempted to take meatloaf. I'm going to take meatloaf.
Okay.
I think it's more applicable than a braised short rib.
Look, I think if you go meatloaf with mashed potatoes, a lot of people would throw mac and cheese on the side.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have you could hit 3 to 5 items in the comfort food world on the same plate if you do meatloaf.
Yeah, I mean, you got your meatloaf and mashed potato have to go together.
Those go together.
But then your third veg is optional. Like you can
green peas,
broccoli, Brussels,
all sorts
asparagus,
of things. That would be great with it.
Anything green works there.
Absolutely. I think that is, and again, I can't believe that West Virginia is the only state that said meatloaf.
Yeah. It seems very, very crazy.
To me, that's like the first one that it's top 5 in my head. Meatloaf's just up there. And I don't remember seeing, I'm scroll through my feed again. I don't think anybody even commented meatloaf. I put it on there that I was thinking about it. And nobody, I don't see anybody here saying meatloaf.
Meatloaf did not get a lot of love on our Instagram. Of course, this was the category it was in. At some point, categories didn't have to make a lot of sense. But grilled cheese got 55%, meatloaf 21%, Swedish meatballs 6%, and spaghetti got 18%. But meatloaf, great, because it's awesome right away. Great for sandwiches later on.
Oh, man. I don't know. This could be a hot take, but I think the leftover meatloaf sandwich might trump the meatloaf meal itself in the beginning.
It's possible. It could, yeah.
At least they're up there neck and neck.
They are. They're very close. It is one of the few foods that rival it fresh leftover.
Yes, absolutely.
We have started, when we make meatloaf, I don't put them in the loaf pan.
No, I freeform it onto a pan. Yeah.
You just elongated meatballs essentially,
because you're going to catch some crust on the outside.
Yeah,
it's not going to just be.
You get more.
I think some people don't like that it's all in that grease and everything, and it's not a crispy crust on the outside.
It cooks faster, more surface area for the crust, more surface area for the tacky,
the sticky sauce.
Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great.
Yes.
Cuts down the time in at least half, maybe even more.
Yeah.
That's absolutely how we do it.
Yeah, if you're not doing that with your meatloaf, then you need to try it.
And I told Lauren, I said the only downside of doing it this way is that we can't just nice even slices for your sandwich bread, but you still make it work. You'll find a way.
Alton Brown, because he's the first one that I saw do this. He forms it in the loaf pan, then turns it out. So it has the shape of the loaf.
Okay. Does it stay?
And it stays.
Wow. Okay.
It stays, I would say 90%.
Wow.
Yeah, it does really well.
By the way, before we move on, I'm just going to say, Andrew Ray, Binging with Babish.
Yep.
Guga.
Yep.
Max the meat guy.
Uh-huh.
Sam the cooking guy.
Right.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yep.
I'm just saying all these food content creators for the algorithm. We've already referenced so many. I'm like, we might as well get the algorithm going in our favor here. So
we should. We should, absolutely.
Okay, what else we got in this? There's a big one in this category. The bell's gone. We're done with that. But
are we? Did I get two?
You've got your two.
Oh, shepherd's pie and goulash. Okay.
But there's some heavy hitters in this one too.
There was one that I was going to mention, and I don't know if it fits in this one or if it should have been in the last one. But we made this last week because I think of this mostly in the cold weather season. But that's red beans and rice.
Ooh,
I don't know if where that fits because we put andouille sausage in ours. But
yeah, that jambalaya.
Those are kind of Cajun dishes.
They're kind of not really soups though, so they're kind of on their own.
They are.
I guess you could put those as sides with like mashed potatoes, maybe.
You could. I feel like you add the andouille sausage to it, just the red beans and rice. We just eat it like in a bowl.
Yep.
And that's the meal. Mm-hmm. But really, really good, and it's comforting.
Very.
Especially in this cold.
One thing we didn't mention in the soup category, I'm glad you said that, gumbo.
Oh.
You like a good gumbo,
That's good cold weather food.
Yeah, you got some shrimp in there, you've got some sausage, you've got some other proteins in there, very comforting. Okay, other meat forward things.
Fried chicken. I had people comment fried chicken.
Number 2 on this list.
I would say if you just go comfort food in general, fried chicken is up there.
Yeah.
Is it cold weather comfort food?
I don't think that I'm going to feel like inclined to include it in this list because I can have that in July. Easy.
Okay, thank you. I was going to say for a lot of people, idyllic Americana nostalgic picnics, people took fried chicken to their picnics.
Yeah.
It's a summertime dish,
Yeah. So it's definitely a comfort food.
It is a comfort food.
But that'll be a discussion for a warmer season.
I will not be tempted to make fried chicken in the next 3 to 5 days in the snow. Most of the time, I'm not going to make fried chicken at home.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a process to go through.
It really is.
I've watched several videos. I think it could be worth it, but I haven't convinced myself to go through all the hassle.
It's definitely worth it if somebody else does it because it is really it's different. It's different than your fast food. It's on a different level.
It is.
But is it worth it for me just to do on a weeknight for my family?
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. But definitely a comfort food, just not on my cold weather comfort food list.
On this list is coming in at 17 is barbecue. Pulled pork, ribs. Okay. It's definitely comforting.
It is comforting. While all y'all were at the store panic buying the milk and the bread out, I went and bought a brisket this week.
Yeah. I was really tempted to grab a rack of ribs, but I didn't want to get outside and do all of it.
And I say you guys were panic buying the rest of the stuff. I went to Sam's, and my dad was like, make sure pick out the best looking brisket you can find. I got it home. I said, this is the best looking brisket. He's like, that was the best one? I was like, it was. He's like, this kind of that. It's like, look, it was the only brisket that Sam's had left. So apparently a lot of other people were also buying briskets this week.
I wonder if it's barbecue joints. Like there's a lot of like mom and pop barbecue joints that are trying to get stuff before the trucks can't come and bring them, I think that's probably some of it too for these restaurants. Like they're like, we're not going to get our shipment of Benny Keith in or Cisco in. So we better stock up on some.
It could have been that. It could have been. Now ours didn't have anything to do with the fact that it was cold. That we were intentionally planning to cook brisket next week, and now with the conditions, people coming over, we may have to push it a week for that.
Yeah.
My argument would be the same thing. We eat barbecue year round.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, sorry, it's not cold weather comfort food.
It's not, but it's really good. I would say, other things, there's not a lot left as far as meat forward stuff on this list, but I saw some people say like roasted chicken. They're going to roast a chicken for the week or, when it's cold weather or something like that. But nobody's doing, I don't think a lot of people are doing as much of that. I don't think you're roasting a whole turkey or a chicken or a fish. Like none of that stuff just screams comfort food to me.
And I don't see anything on the 50 state list. I don't see anything other than the pot roast and the meatloaf really jumping out as a meat forward dish. Florida did corned beef and hash.
Yeah.
But
okay, so let's move on then. And do we want to do carb heavy? That's the best way, or side dishes. We kind of already talked about mashed potatoes and red beans and rice. I'm trying to think of what else would be.
Those mashed potatoes, red beans and rice, mac and cheese, those are all
cornbread.
Okay.
I don't know that it by itself is a comfort food. You're going to have it with your soups, your bakes and stuff like that. This list on ChatGPT, I disagree with some of it because it has on here, you're really going to disagree, burgers and cheeseburgers. I don't consider that.
Yeah,
is it a comfort food? Yes, but I don't think it's a cold weather comfort food. I don't even know if that would really go to comfort food.
Yeah, I would not classify
it's so
that
accessible.
Yes.
You can get it at any point.
Yeah, I think that is best.
Likewise, they have fries and tots.
I see number, what is that, 18?
Yeah, 18 is ice cream.
I had a couple different people comment ice cream on my list.
I could see that. Not cold weather, but I mean,
we make snow cream.
Yes, I'm prepared. I made sure to get the correct creamers, coffee creamers for snow cream.
I don't think I did any of that.
Milkshake and classic ice cream treats. Again, that's not. Of course, I didn't put in here specific cold weather.
Correct. But would you say snow cream is a cold weather comfort food to you?
No.
It's nostalgic?
Yeah. It's always, we do it every time it snows. It's a treat. It's not a comfort food, though.
Okay.
So do we want to do miscellaneous, carbohydrate-y?
Yeah, because I was going to say, I know what we're making tonight is spaghetti.
Spaghetti is one I saw.
It's a comfort food, I think. But we also make spaghetti on a Tuesday night in August.
Yeah. So I don't know that that's a specific cold weather. Biscuits and gravy.
Okay.
I think is definitely.
That, if you live in the South, you probably eat biscuits and gravy year round as well.
Yeah.
But I do feel like more people are going to eat that cold weather, especially on a snow day. I had several people that listed that on my list, like breakfast for dinner, bacon, sausage, eggs, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, breakfast platter, pancakes.
Absolute. I'm willing to call that cold weather comfort food.
Okay. Let me look down here. We pretty much covered what was on this list. Was there anything on the states list that okay, a big one that I got to remember to add, cinnamon rolls.
I think only once, Alaska.
Yeah, I think that's a great sweet dessert type of comfort food. That would be the one that, because you got to eat that warm.
You should.
Yes.
It definitely, to me, leans cold weather.
Cinnamon, it's warm. So I think that would be a big one. Chicken and waffles, we didn't talk about that on here. Chicken and waffles, I struggle to say it's a cold weather comfort food.
I do too.
Because I don't know that it has to be cold to eat that.
I don't think it fits the definition.
Okay. Do we feel confident enough to start drafting? Is there anything we left off?
I'm looking through mine again. Here was Swedish meatballs.
They are great.
Those are great. Swedish pancakes, I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I see pizza. Somebody chose pizza again.
We eat that once or twice a month, year round.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not special enough to
now,
be.
If you like you making it, you're going to make a pizza yourself or something like that. I get that, but that leans more tradition than it does comfort food.
According to Ranker, the most comforting comfort food is pizza. That's
okay.
That's what they've got number one. Grilled cheese 2, macaroni and cheese 3.
I wonder if some people are confusing a comfort food with a not struggle meal. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Just easy. Just eat. I mean, I don't know.
They've got chocolate, French fries, fresh baked bread, chocolate chip cookies, ice cream, mashed potatoes, and cheeseburgers as their top 10.
These are sad foods. This is what you eat when you're sad.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you hear the stereotype of a girl sitting down with a bucket of ice cream when she's, lost a guy or whatever and sit down and eat. That's a sad thing.
That's a sad food.
That's your sad comfort food.
Yeah.
That's not the kind of comfort food that I'm thinking of.
No, especially cold weather. Maybe we can include that stuff with summertime, but not, especially cold weather. Stuffing. I forgot Pennsylvania said stuffing.
There was a couple states, I think, that had stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
actually.
New Hampshire, too.
Man.
I'm not eating stuffing this week. That's not desirable for me at all. If you're eating stuffing outside the months of November and December, I feel like
July.
July?
Yeah, if you're observing Christmas in July.
Oh my gosh.
I do.
My point stands. If you eat stuffing outside of November, February, there's something wrong with you.
Many of us observe and celebrate.
Okay, I feel like I'm ready to move on.
I think so.
Okay, so without further ado, let's do this part.
If you want to be the best, you have to beat the rest. This is the...
Nope, we're not going to do that part. I just realized we got to pick the rest of the bracket first.
They've picked the best. Now it's time to pick the rest. It's time for the Best Things Draft.
All right.
I do want to give a shout out to some who on my list said blueberry pie.
Oh, in a non-mocking fashion?
I think so. Somebody commented and said blueberry cake and blueberry Pop-Tarts for them.
Oh, really?
I was like, are you sure you're commenting on this week's episode, not last week's episode? And then I do want to mock one individual, Jason, who commented and said chef salad, greens, peas, carrots, radishes, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and blueberry pie. I feel like that was sarcasm, and I feel like he was mocking me.
I think so.
But he definitely deserves to be called out for putting chef salad with that stuff on there.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I don't know how to decide who goes first. Let's just rock, paper, scissors. We'll do that way. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. I'm going to get the first pick here. And with my third pick in the 2026 comfort food draft, I'm going to take
short ribs.
Yeah.
You got to take the short ribs.
I do have to take them. The reason I was hesitating is because I'm like, I don't know that you're going to take it. So should I take something that I think you might take? But go ahead. Your first pick.
Well,
which is really your third pick.
Yeah, I'll take meatloaf then, since it got through.
It didn't. I took it number one a long time ago.
Okay. Well, in that case, I was like, how did meatloaf squeak by like that? Then give me beef stew.
Okay. For my next magic trick, give me I'm going to take biscuits and gravy.
That's a good one. Definitely. I'm torn here.
Well, sew yourself back together and figure it out.
Let's see.
This is while he's debating, this is always the part of the episode where hopefully you fast forward just a little bit if you really want to just not hear us debate, because there's lots of dead space and we don't edit that out. So
I'm going to take pot roast.
Pot roast. Potted roast.
It's like potted meat, but it's potted roast.
I used to have a friend all the time that anytime we said, hey, all right, we ready? Here we go. Like a can of potted meat, always ready. Can you tell he was a country boy?
Thank God I'm a country boy.
La, 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 la. I'm going to go shrimp and grits.
Cheesy grits?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to do shrimp and grits, it better have some cheese in it.
Yeah, it should. It should.
I'm wondering, as I said it, I thought of something else I may have wished I had taken, but I'm going to let the fates decide.
Was it your last one?
No, I got one more.
Well, you'll probably get it because for some reason I can't remember anything that we talked about on this episode today. So I'm trying to go back to my list here.
Oh man, I just thought of two things.
Well, throw one of them out and give me an option.
Red beans and rice was the one I immediately thought of when I thought of shrimp and grits. So you can have that one if you want.
Yeah, give me red beans and rice.
Okay. And in a travesty, I can't believe I forgot it because I kept saying I was going to remember it. I'm going to take cinnamon rolls.
I've heard that chili and cinnamon rolls is a thing.
Interesting. That seems...
Well, it does seem strange, but I have heard that.
I could see it, though.
But just another application for chili.
That's right. That's
another
right.
way to use chili. Right. The most versatile thing on this bracket is chili. Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you a few things that I thought of.
This is the last thing that goes on the board, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, so let's get it right.
Well, let me run through some things that I think you could make an argument for mac and cheese, although we said I think they could apply year round. A jambalaya or a gumbo, I think, would go great here. We don't have a lot of casseroles on here, so a Mexican chicken or something like that.
I was kind of thinking chicken pot pie.
That also a really good choice.
It would definitely fit that category. And I was going to look at these states again just to see, was there... Neither of us went with grilled cheese.
No. And that was going to be another thing I
grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Yeah. It feels sacrilege not to have that on here.
It does. It's probably not on my list, though.
You know what? I'm going to replace shrimp and grits with that.
Okay.
I think I would still prefer shrimp and grits as just a meal over it. But as far as like I'm at home, comfort meal, snow days, that probably fits the description better.
What were there other casserole things that we had on the list?
I was not writing all the lists down. We have goulash. That's not necessarily casserole, but we have shepherd's pie.
And we put that on there already.
We have chicken and rice, hash brown casserole, chili mac.
I think... Did we put any actual soup on the list? I mean, you put tomato soup on the list.
Yeah, and chili's on here. But yeah, I mean, a veggie soup would be great. A chicken tortilla.
Okay, I think I'm going to go chicken pot pie.
Okay.
It just seems warm and comforting, carby. I think it's a good last pick.
I agree. Here we go.
If you want to be the best, you have to beat the rest. This is the Best Things Bracket.
We have 12 things. Let me reword that. We have 12 comfort foods. Which one is the best comfort food? Trying to set up some of these for the old TikToks and stuff too. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it sounded that way. So if you're listening on the full podcast, you get a little behind the scenes, trying to get it out there a little easier. Makes the editing easier at least.
For sure.
Okay. First round. Okay, we have whiteboards. Hold on.
Oh, hang on, folks. We got something new. The podcast is evolving. We're listening to your feedback.
I got you blue since that's your favorite color. We figured that out last week. All right. So we are going to now audio listeners, we're going to do our best here to help you out, but things are shifting video. So deal with it. Go watch us on YouTube.
Watch us while you're driving.
Yeah, watch. No, see, but you can have the video version on and listen, and then occasionally
glance
down. That's what I do.
That's right.
All right, so
don't do it in that section on I-57 headed to Cabot where they now have the cameras.
Yeah,
we're in some
Big Brother state.
Exactly.
Okay, so
what are we doing with these?
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask. Do we still in a 3-2-1, and if there's a tie, we put the number down, or are we just going to go ahead and write it down and surprise each other? Turn it, flip it, and read kind of situation.
Yeah, I say flip it and read.
Okay, so the first matchup, my lid won't stay on. All right, round one, first matchup, red beans and rice versus chicken pot pie. We're writing our answers down. More silence for our audio listeners because we're writing now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Flip it and read. 3, 2, 1.
Red beans
and rice. All right. So red beans and rice moves on. I need to get better. Where did my lid go? I've already lost it.
It's right in front of you.
Oh my gosh. We need bigger erasers. This thing's so small. All right. Next matchup, pot roast versus beef stew. We're writing. I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Flip it and read. Pot roast. All right.
Well, so far this has really worked.
It's going great.
Didn't we used to have music in the background of this?
I think we did it. We made the new intro. We cut it shorter. All right. Grilled cheese and tomato soup versus cinnamon rolls. I got my answer. This was an easy one for me.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Cinnamon rolls. No ties so far. All right, next up, biscuits and gravy versus short ribs. Braised short ribs.
This is tough.
This one is tough. And it's kind of is it easy to make versus decadent and indulgent? Flip it and read. 3, 2, 1. Short ribs.
Biscuits and gravy?
Okay. We got a tie.
Here's the thing. I have never had short ribs.
At all?
That
ever?
I can think of.
Oh, man.
I don't think I've ever had this dish.
Okay.
I've watched it a bunch, seen it a bunch, but never have I ever partaken in this dish, which makes it very difficult.
That's true.
To vote for.
All right, then we're going to default to going biscuits and gravy. I'm not mad at that.
I don't. You may be 100% right. I just don't have the experience to speak from on it.
I think most people maybe most people. There's probably a majority that may be in your same camp. That they're like, I've seen it because at a restaurant, at a fancier or nicer,
absolutely,
they're gonna. This price is gonna be way up there.
Oh, it's gonna be big.
But it's so funny because it just like it's the cheapest cut of meat that you can get.
Yeah. They really rack up on it.
They will gouge you on that stuff. Yeah. And it's fairly easy to make. You put it over polenta or mashed potatoes, and it's just really easy to do.
Look, one of my goals for 2026 needs to be to have a braised short rib meal.
Okay. We could probably do those here one night.
We should definitely try that.
Do you want to do the whiteboard only for tiebreakers, or is this working? I just don't know about dead air. That's all I was worried about.
Whatever.
Because we may agree more than we disagree.
Okay. Well, let's try it and see.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Shepherd's pie, red beans and rice. 3, 2, 1. Shepherd's pie. Goulash versus pot roast. 3, 2, 1. Goulash. Meatloaf versus cinnamon rolls. 3, 2, 1. Meatloaf. and then chili versus biscuits and gravy. 3, 2, 1. Chili. We went chalk in that round.
Yes.
Those top four for a reason.
Exactly.
It's going to get trickier
and it gets
here,
tough.
It gets
from
hard
here on.
Yeah.
Like you're splitting hairs.
We really are. Shepherd's pie versus goulash. 3, 2, 1. Shepherd's pie. Whew. And then meatloaf versus chili. This feels like the hardest one so far.
Definitely.
Because we've talked about all the applications for chili. But also meatloaf's very versatile as well.
It really is.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Chili. You didn't say it.
I wanted to say meatloaf, and I just couldn't get it out.
So what are you going with?
I'm going to go meatloaf.
Okay.
This deserves to be written on the board as a number.
All right. So we're gonna go meatloaf first. All right. Actually, write both your numbers down at the same time. Ooh.
Okay.
So we got meatloaf on one side and chili on the other. And okay. I'm locked in.
Yeah, see, this helped.
This helped.
This helped. To be able to visualize it.
All right. I'm gonna cover. Can you cover one up or no?
Which one are we covering?
Let's do meatloaf first. We'll cover up chili. All right, meatloaf. Flip it and read. I gave meatloaf an 8.
7.5.
Okay. So that gives us a great. I can also write down my math.
Oh, you can.
Because I'm so bad at math. That's
a 15.5.
Yeah. All right. Chili. 3, 2, 1. 9.
9.2.
Okay. Chili advances. What changed your mind? Because you flipped.
I like chili better.
That seems straightforward enough.
Doesn't it? I still am torn though because it's a year-round dish.
I mean, meatloaf is too, though. Like we eat meatloaf in the summertime.
I guess so. I need to be told that it's okay to choose chili for this.
It is okay. It's okay. Because for the finals, we have shepherd's pie versus chili. Now, here's the thing to consider. Because we are still hung up on that specific shepherd's pie. So I want us to consider all shepherd's pie as well. All right? We know how good it can be. But I
only want to consider my chili and my shepherd's pie.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. But I just want us to keep that for the people watching at home or wherever you are. You don't have to be at home to watch this. Just know you may have had really bad chili or bad shepherd's pie. We're going on our experiences here, okay? All right, here we go. Shepherd's pie versus chili. 3, 2, 1. Shepherd's pie.
I didn't think you were going there.
But I did.
As I had to double back to shepherd's pie feels like it's only reserved for the cold weather to me.
That's kind of where I lean to. And I mean, there's a lot of things to consider. Number one, that. Number two, my wife likes shepherd's pie more than chili. That plays a factor because we don't eat chili. I don't make a big pot of chili that often, but I like your take where, yeah, you can have it year round. You can have it on stuff even when you're not craving comfort food. When I'm thinking of craving a comfort,
yeah,
that shepherd's pie just that shines through more than chili for me.
It does.
I love chili. It's so good.
Absolutely.
It was really hard, but that's where I landed at least.
Okay.
All right. There you go. Shepherd's pie. Congratulations. We've got to figure something else out, though.
It may be the best thing today, but is it the best thing of all time? It's time for the best thing battle.
All right, I feel like we can break out the whiteboards again for this one, because right now we've got Shepherd's Pie, our current champion, or our winner from today, up against our one-time reigning champion. Last week's best blue thing, a blueberry cake donut. Audio listeners, you couldn't see it, but Aaron's soul just lifted right out of his body. So we're going to write down what we think is the best, shepherd's pie or a blueberry cake donut, which is the best thing. No criteria, just simply the best thing. And we said last week that I'm going to have to get better at talking while I write, apparently. We said last week that we thought blueberry cake donut could make a run, because it's really, really good. It took down sausage balls. Yeah. And it could make a serious run. Will it? That's the question. That's what we're going to find out.
I'm confident that we have the exact same answer.
I'll tell you what. I have an idea. Underneath your pick, from 1 to 10, go ahead and put down your confidence scale on how confident, how confident are you that it's the best thing? The highest number, if there's a tiebreaker or a tie, we'll go with that. We're gonna have to get some better markers.
Hey, so I'm doing what? I'm sorry, I was fighting with this.
Put how confident you are that that's the correct thing. From 1 to 10, how confident are you? And if we disagree, then the highest number is going to automatically advance. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Flip it and read. Shepherd's Pie. Congratulations. You were more confident than I was. I gave it a 6. You gave it a 7.1 on the confidence scale. Yeah. Man, blueberry donut did not make it very long.
And that hurts me.
It hurts. I mean, you're talking 3 straight weeks of really good food knocking the other off. But I think we both said it last week. We lean savory.
We do.
And so the fact that it's been a year and 7 days and there's been nights we have dreamt about this dish.
That's true.
I think that speaks volumes. Okay. Well, happy snow day for most of our listening and viewing audience.
Yeah.
If you are not getting a snow day during the last week of January 2026 while watching or listening to this, please comment. If you have nothing on the ground, if it's not 5 degrees like it's going to be for us next week, I would love to know where you're listening and watching from, okay? I've got nothing else. You have nothing else?
I have nothing.
Okay. Go enjoy building a snowman. And we'll talk at you next week. For the best things, I'm Craig.
I'm Aaron.
We'll talk at you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. I liked it. Did you like this video?
I think it's the best one yet.
Absolutely the best one yet. Well, you know what you need to do now, though? Watch another video.
We've got it somewhere here on this channel.
It's over there. Yeah, over there. So click on that video. Watch another one. Share it with somebody. That'd be awesome.
Oh, wow.
It helps out a lot.